She never missed a chance to make a fool of Michael.
"You want the truth? I'm screwing someone else, Michael. I was with him last night."
The customers around them stared. Some even snickered at how Angela brutally violated Michael's manhood. Michael let out a large scream.
"You whore!"
Before Michael could even get up out of his seat, Angela took his piping hot coffee and spilled it all over him. Michael screamed in pain from the burns.
"You'll never amount to anything," Angela said. "You're nothing more than a wannabe big shot. Even your own family doesn't respect you."
The onlookers stared in disbelief as Angela marched out of the shop. An employee quickly brought Michael ice and a rag. He smacked the ice out of the employee's hand. Michael lived on his own for a while now. He moved out of his parents' home when he was only 20 years old. His father, Angelo Coniglio, was a blue-collar worker. There wasn't a day in his life that Angelo didn't go to work. To him, work was everything. He truly had the old-school Italian mentality. Angelo was a large man who required a lot of maintenance. Carmela Coniglio waited on him hand and foot. She was a saint. She had her moments of crazy rage, but what Italian woman didn't? Carmela was always the loudest person in the room. When she walked in, everyone knew it was going to be a party. Michael was very close to his mother, as most good Italian boys are. Unfortunately, Michael's old-school upbringing worked against him. His father was never satisfied with any of his work in school. Michael wasn't cut from the same cloth as his parents. He was much more creative and loved the arts. Writing and singing were a few of his many passions. The difference in values caused a rift between Michael and his father. Angelo would never be content unless he took up a real profession, which he considered to be a lawyer or doctor. Michael's apartment didn't appear as if he did well for himself. It was dusty, messy, and looked as if a pack of wild animals ran amok. There were countless amounts of empty beer bottles inside his kitchen sink. Michael was limping from the burns on his leg. He dragged himself over to the freezer where he kept a half-empty bottle of vodka. Sitting on his couch, Michael tried to drink himself to sleep. As he finally began to numb the pain, the phone rang. Michael could barely get a word out without slurring it. "Who is it?" The voice on the other side of the phone was piercing and strong. It could have been no one else but his mother.
"Michael,"
she said.
"You're drunk, aren't you? You're a borderline alcoholic."
Michael let out a large laugh and finished the bottle of vodka. "Borderline? I think I'm a full-blown alcoholic at this point," he said. Carmela screamed so loud that Michael was forced to take the phone away from his ear. He held his ear in pain.
"It's that bitch Angela, isn't it?"
she asked.
"I told you she was no good. You never listened to your mother."
Michael slammed the phone on the receiver and hung up. Everyone always told him how bad Angela was, but he never listened. Michael cried, "God, why me? What have I done to deserve this pain?" The next morning, Carmela banged on Michael's apartment door. She held a hot coffee in her hand with a fresh loaf of bread.
"Michael,"
Carmela said loudly.
"Open up the door, it's your mother."
Carmela heard a large thump, followed by a crash. Michael quickly got off his couch and opened the door.
"Ma, I love you, but it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I had a long night."
Without even asking, Carmela barreled her way past Michael into the apartment. She immediately started to clean.
"You live like a pig. That no-good putana made you like this. You are always a clean boy."
Michael sat down on the couch. He put his head in his hands and cried.
"She cheated on me, Ma. We're through. You won't have to worry about her anymore."
Carmela stopped her cleaning spree and sat down next to her son. She gently rubbed his back.
"You'll find a nice girl, Michael. God is going to help you. You've been a good..."